This year sees the launch of Thomson Reuters' 12th annual Global Elite Law Firm Brand Index, which ranks the top 20 strongest law firm brands in the global legal market based entirely on the views of clients. The index offers firms not just the chance to understand their position relative to competitors, but crucially to understand why and what to do about it. The index tracks 4 key measures to calculate every firm's brand index score, reflecting not just the core measures of brand strength, that's awareness and favourability, but also how well a firm meets the needs of its multinational clients in terms of being considered for multi-jurisdictional deals and litigation. These 4 measures are collected through a series of in-depth interviews with over 1,700 senior legal decision makers from large organisations across a total of 51 countries. There were almost 800 firms represented this year, and the top 20 highest scoring firms make the index. So to the results. Baker McKenzie retains first place position for a 12th consecutive year. Congratulations. In second place, DLA Piper, which has consistently moved up the index over the last decade, holding on to second place for 3 years. Clifford Chance, Dentons and Norton Rose Fulbright make up the top 5 and have all further increased their index scores. Just one new firm in the top 20 this year is Gibson Dunn, landing at number 20. Growth is the defining theme this year, as 3/4 of the top 20 grew their index score, and on average firms grew by 11%, although 7 firms grew even faster than this. Taking a closer look at the fastest growing brands this year, 2 themes emerged to explain this brand growth. First, M&A. 5 of the fastest growing brands show above average levels of consideration for multi-jurisdictional deals. That's one of the 4 metrics that contribute to the index. For these firms, it means that the strength they have in brand recognition and being considered for deal work that covers 3 or more countries is elevating their position in the index overall. In a year where M&A activity was high, with some months seeing record-breaking levels of demand, it's perhaps not surprising to see that firms more associated with that type of work for clients are going to see a boon in brand terms. Our research shows that clients expect their legal spend on M&A to increase this year, so there's a good chance those firms will continue to do well next year too. The second theme behind brand growth this year is the importance of favourability in securing a high position in the hearts and minds of clients and in the index. It's one of the 4 brand metrics used to calculate the index, and the second stage in the client life cycle after awareness and before selection. To be favoured means that a firm appeals to clients because it aligns in some way to what they're looking for and what they value. 2 of the fastest growing brands this year show above average levels of favourability, and they've grown this over several years. This sustained growth and favourability, it doesn't happen overnight, but the good news is that any firm can achieve it, starting with strategy. A successful one is built around a careful examination of who we are as a firm, what are our strengths and what makes us different. But it must also consider the direction of travel in the market in terms of where opportunity is, what do clients want, and how is buyer behaviour changing. To ensure strategy aligns with clients in this way is a sure bet to result in favourability growth over the longer term. Over the past 10 years, what drives favourability is evolving as clients become more sophisticated. They have more complex needs and greater expectations of their law firms. A strong relationship and demonstrating value remain important. Of course, chemistry matters, but clients are now also looking for firms to deliver more diversity and inclusion, technology, project management and pricing skills, and innovation, and more business-ready advice. That's a tall order for firms to fill. This year, we saw an increase in the importance of business-savvy factors when it comes to clients choosing firms. Demonstrating a solid and deep understanding of the client's business, as well as being well connected and knowledgeable about their industry sector, matters most. The last 2 years present new challenges to firms when it comes to brand building in the context of widespread or remote working. With little to no travel to in-person client meetings or networking events, it means less opportunity to present the firm to new audiences and forces firms to connect more often with clients and prospects through virtual channels. More than ever, a strong and relevant brand is a strategic imperative for firms. It creates brand recognition in new places, leads to warmer opportunities to pitch, and enables strong and lasting client relationships. The brand growth that we've seen this year proves that it is possible to grow brand and strengthen client relationships even in a virtual world.